It looks something like this.
Hello gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in a little bit different of a space for a makeup tutorial. I'm in my master bathroom here in Nashville, and I was just totally inspired by the Hilary Duff Vogue makeup tutorial. It was for a busy mom routine and what her busy mom makeup looks like, and I was like, that was just so realistic, down to earth in her bathroom, and I just wanted to do the same thing. And so I brought you guys with me into my bathroom to do my makeup today, and this is just my normal busy mom makeup for every day. Let me know if you like it below. First off, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and make sure to hit that bell, that little bell icon that's turning your notifications on so that you can be the first to know when a new video goes live, and you can be in my notification squad for when I do these awesome giveaways that I do. Let's get started. Okay, first up, let's talk about what's under my eyes, because if you're looking at me and you're like, girlfriend's looking crazy, you know, you should be used to it by now if you follow me on Instagram, because I do masks on my face almost every single day. Today I do not have a mask on, but I did not do a mask, but I did do these under eye patches, and they are just my favorite things ever because I feel like they just add hydration back into my under eyes. They make my dark circles feel a little bit less noticeable, add just some glow maybe. These are collagen patches. I'm gonna link everything that I use in this video in the description box below for anybody who's interested. But yeah, this is a part of my morning routine, is as soon as I wash my face, I do my serum and then I pop on these bad boys and I let them sit for as long as I can. Sometimes I forget about them and I leave them on for a very long time. And you know what? That's okay. It's not gonna hurt anything. It's just gonna keep adding the hydration in. And I'm gonna try my best not to flash y'all because I just realized my robe was going open, so sorry. Okay, these have been on my eyes for a solid 15 minutes now while I was getting set up to film this and getting all of my products out and laid out. I have everything here on my little table, and so I can go ahead and take these off. So after I take these off, I like to just kind of tap that product into my eyes, and any excess, just work it on to my eyelids, because this is just great serum that is so hydrating, so moisturizing, and yeah, all of the things. Like I said, I already did my serum on my face. I'm gonna skip moisturizer today, and that's because I'm actually gonna do a CC cream, and that I have oily skin as it is, so I don't need an extra layer of moisturizer before I do my CC cream. If I wasn't doing CC cream, then I would do the moisturizer. But anyways, I'm gonna do some eye cream really quick. This one is from Drunk Elephant. I love everything that Drunk Elephant does. You guys see me use them all the time on my Instagram. And I know there's been a lot of requests for an update skincare routine. I hear ya, and I'm gonna do it soon, I promise. Now that I've got my eye cream on, I take whatever's left over, and I really like to put that on my lips. I've been doing this for years. I feel like eye cream is amazing for lip moisturization, but it's expensive if you're buying an expensive eye cream. So whatever's left over, I just go ahead and tap it onto my lips. I'm gonna use a little bit of primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've been using it for a long time. I really like it. And I'm not gonna do my whole face because we're doing a CC and we're doing light, natural, everyday mom makeup, but I am gonna put it on the places where I have either large pores or I have a couple of boo-boos, as you can see, one right there. But my nose area, I have large pores and I hate them. So I like to take this poreless primer and just really tap it in there, and then around the chin area. As you can see, I really try to tap my products instead of rubbing my face all around. And the reason is because when you're rubbing your face, you're just dragging your skin and you're giving yourself an opportunity to pull your skin, and you just don't want to do that because constant repetitive movement of pulling your skin is going to do what? It's going to give you wrinkles, or it's gonna at least loosen the skin. And I just feel like, and maybe that's not like scientifically proven, but in my brain it is, so we're not gonna do that. Before CC or foundation, but this is my mom makeup, which means I wear this on an everyday basis. I don't wear my makeup every single day of my life, especially while we're in quarantine, but some days I do like to put on makeup, especially when I'm like shooting photos or I'm doing a video, or sometimes I just need to feel like I look a little bit more put together. Doesn't happen very often, but just in case. The first thing I do is I color correct. This is not anything new for any of you guys. I just washed my makeup brushes, so they're like in optimal condition, which is a dream. I'm gonna correct my under eyes, which is a peach corrector. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury peach corrector, and I'm applying it directly to where I see any purple, because peach corrects what? Purple. opposite of the color spectrum. So I'm just gonna tap that in. I'm not gonna blend it out, I'm just gonna tap it right in. I've got some serious cystic pimples going on. I've got 2 of them, and it's hormonal. Makes me wanna punch myself in the face because they hurt. So this one right here is on its way out. It's healing, so I'm gonna add a little bit of green to it. I'm not gonna blend it out. And I'm using the Derma Blend, not anything new. I've used this 100 times. You guys are very familiar with it. And then I have a very bad cystic pimple right there. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. I never ever had cystic pimples until after having a baby and breastfeeding. So thanks, Kenny, for that. I'm just kidding. And then I have a couple of red spots of areas that I picked. Those are not pimples, they're just areas where I had like a clogged pore or maybe even a whitehead under my skin, and I extracted them. So I'm gonna color correct those with the green too. Green counteracts red, and it's the most wonderful thing ever if you have any redness. Whether that's rosacea, whatever, green is awesome. Don't go too heavy-handed though, because you only want to apply it exactly to where the red is, because your face is gonna start looking green, and you don't wanna look like the Wicked Witch of the West, you know? It's not cute. A few videos back, maybe like, I don't know, like 10 videos back or so, I tried the routine that I saw Scott Barnes, which is J-Lo's makeup artist, that he actually applies the concealer before the foundation. And honestly, y'all, it's been a game changer for me because I feel like it really brightens your under eyes and it really gives it more of a natural look as opposed to that stark highlight and contour look that is oh so popular. I love that look, don't get me wrong, but we're talking about everyday makeup here. And we're talking about looking like a regular busy mom, and we don't have all the time in the world to highlight and contour. So I'm just applying my concealer right under my eyes using, what am I using here? CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I am in Natural Ivory. I'm gonna apply a little bit to my chin, and I'm gonna go in between where I color corrected to kind of help counteract that. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. Obviously, I look very stark white in the areas where I concealed, but as you can see, there's no lines. I did a really careful job of making sure that I'm blended so that it's not anything that's like, whoa, that's where her concealer was. For CC cream, I'm using the Chanel CC cream. This is my favorite CC cream. I use it all the time. It's expensive, but I bought this tube of CC cream probably more than 2 years ago, and I'm still using it because a little bit goes a long way. And I love the coverage. I love how it color corrects. What color am I? I'm 30 beige. More cost-effective CC creams that are absolutely phenomenal are, of course, the It Cosmetics Better Than, what is it? It Cosmetics CC cream. I cannot remember the title of it right now. I'm having a total mom brain. That's an amazing CC cream. There's so many good tinted moisturizers out there. Like Laura Mercier makes a great tinted moisturizer. There's just so many options. So this is just the one that I have in my drawer right now that I reach for all the time, and I think it does an amazing job. And as you can see, I just am very lightly applying it straight from the tube, and then I'm gonna blend it out with my foundation brush. Now, I know that the title of this video is Busy Mom Makeup, my busy mom routine, which is why on an everyday basis, I would not wear foundation because, well, first of all, the whole purpose of taking care of your skin is that you can have this beautiful skin that you don't have to cover up. And I feel like people forget about that all the time. So if you have gorgeous skin, you shouldn't be wearing a heavy, full coverage foundation on an everyday basis, because like, why would you cover up that beautiful skin that you've worked so hard to achieve? I mean, if you want to, that's your prerogative, you know, whatever. But for me, like, I rather let my natural skin shine through and my glow shine through, and that's why I like CC creams so much, is because I feel like that they allow you to do that. They allow you to actually show off the skin that you've worked so hard to get. On a normal busy day, I'm not gonna have to color correct all these pimples, hopefully, so that knocks out a couple of minutes of time right there too. But on an everyday basis, when I'm not filming and I'm doing this quickly, I can get my makeup done in under 10 minutes and I can be out the door, which is awesome. Okay, now that I've got my base set in place, not set, but it's done, I'm gonna use a little banana powder. This is the Essence. Honestly, I like it because it is matte and it's pressed and it's cheap, because everybody tends to go for the Ben Nye banana powder and it's loose, which kind of like is irritating to me because I don't have time to worry about spilling it every time I use it. So that's why I like this one. No, it gives you the exact same effect and it's a lot cheaper. So I'm just gonna tap that under my under eyes to brighten up that area. And for the rest of my face, I don't wear powder all over my face. I don't need the powder. It clogs your pores, it can at least, and it mattifies your entire face, and that's just not what I'm looking for. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish in medium 2. I love her powder, it's amazing. And I'm just gonna use it on my T-zone only. For the areas where I have the redness that I'm trying to cover up, I'm using the IT Cosmetics. This is their CC powder, but it's for redness. So I'm gonna take it with a detailed brush here, which is actually an eyeshadow brush, but I wanna get specifically the areas that look red. Let's go on to the eyes and then we'll come back and bronze in just a second. I keep reaching for my Natasha Denona little mini nude palette. I love this palette. I think that it's amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pressed powder and use that same brush that I used to touch up those areas, and I'm going to set my eye from lash line to brow bone with just a regular skin tone powder. With this palette, I'm gonna use that nude tan right there. It's a matte. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone and it's wonderful for giving a really nice crease because it's just a tiny bit darker than my skin tone. You see what I mean? It's a great shadowing shadow. I think I just made up a new term. Ha! Shadowing shadow. Make sure that when you're doing your eyeshadow, girls, that you are taking your brush and knocking off the excess, because that's gonna help prevent any fallout on your face. And that's because fallout is so frustrating, because if you go to clean it up and you hit it just the right way, it's gonna streak and then you're like, holy crap, what am I gonna do now? Using that same nude, I'm gonna use, this is actually a brush for contouring, but I'm gonna just drag that under my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna take that copper color and just pat that right onto my lash line, or I'm sorry, my eyelid. It's actually a little bit darker than I wanted it to be. And the only reason I'm going with it is because I wanted to keep this as few of products as possible for you guys, because there's nothing more frustrating than when somebody's doing a makeup tutorial and they're using 11,000 different products and you're like, I cannot possibly buy every single one of those products. I'm trying to minimize that and put it all in to as little products as possible. And then whatever is left over on my brush, I'm just gonna go again right under that lower lash line, just kind of messily. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Every time, without fail, that I wear a brown eyeliner, I get tons of DMs. What eyeliner are you wearing? What eyeliner are you wearing? And it's always this brown and this Natasha Denona palette, and I just use a slanted brush and just put it on. But I found a brown eyeliner that, for those of you who do not like the idea of using an eyeshadow for an eyeliner, and this one is just, I love it so much. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeliner. So the shade is Pillow Talk, and it is the most stunning, like purpley brown that looks incredible. Every time I've ever seen anybody use this in a video, I'm like, how is that color so universally beautiful? But it is. And so I'm gonna apply this really quick. I don't wear eyeliner on an every single day basis. That's not, I just don't. But I feel like I added that step to this particular video because I feel like so many women wear eyeliner on an everyday basis. So I wanted to give you an option that is natural, but is also so beautiful, and I love it, and it's got my stamp of approval. But do you see what I mean? How it's got like the purpley brown, and I threw it on so fast. Like I literally did this in 30 seconds, so it's not like a perfect eyeliner, but I wanted it to show you how realistically easy it is, because it just glides on. It's like it's got the creamiest texture that it just glides on, and it looks so nice. So let's curl our eyelashes and throw on some mascara really quickly. I'm all about the liquid lash extensions mascaras. I'm using Thrive right now, but honestly, my L'Oreal is just as good. It works just as good. I'm just using the Thrive because it's one step as opposed to 2 steps. And when I'm in a hurry and I'm just trying to get my makeup on my face and like out the door, the Thrive is the one that I reach for because I don't have time for 2 steps. The one thing I will tell you about eyelashes, that no matter what I'm using, no matter what formula, brand, whatever, I cannot apply mascara without curling my lashes first because it just makes such a huge difference in your eyes. Like, it opens your eyes up so much, it makes you look more awake, and it makes your lashes look so much longer. So like, don't skip that step, ladies. And honestly, my lash curler is so cheap. I buy it at Target for like, I wanna say it's like $1.98. It's so cheap, and it makes the biggest difference in the entire world. So don't skip that step, do it. I mean, how much of a difference does it make? Mascara just makes all the difference in the world, y'all. It really does. I made a couple of mistakes with my mascara hitting my eyes, but we'll worry about that later. Always let your mascara dry because it'll flake off so much easier. When you try to remove it while it's wet, it's just gonna smear and cause a mess. So just let it dry, be patient, and move on to the next step. For brows, I'm doing a powder. This is the the Urban Decay Double Down Brow. I've been using this for so long because I think it's just amazing. I use my Benefit brush and fill in my brows. Not really sure what's going on over top of me right now, but it appears, or at least it sounds like, my husband is in the attic crawling around. So sorry about that if you hear it. I don't know what the heck he's doing. And Kenny just ran in here while I had paused filming for a second and was singing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It was so cute. So that it's not a realistic mom makeup routine unless your child runs in, right? Apparently, unless your husband is crawling around in the attic as well too. When I'm doing my everyday mom routine, I don't have time to make my eyebrows have that perfect ombre. I mean, come on, like, who has time for that? I apply it quickly, I brush it through, and I move on with my life because that's all we have time for. So don't get stressed out if you always have one brow looking like Gucci and the other one looking like garbage, because that's real life. We've got our eyes pretty much set. We did it really quickly, so we're gonna apply some bronzer now. And I like to go right into the hairline and then right under the cheekbone, right under the jawline. Then I like to take my little angled brush here for contour and do the sides of my nose. I'm not doing a heavy contour because, again, we're keeping this quick. Just a little one, and then I take whatever's left over on my brush and I just blend it out. So it's a figure 8 if you think about it. So figure 8 is how you do your contour. For blush, I'm doing a combination. I really love the Neutrogena Cheeky Winks, and I love the Milani Luminoso. The Cheeky Winks is matte, but the Luminoso has a little bit of shimmer to it, so I like to do a combination of the two. And I start with the Cheeky Winks, apply right to the apple of my cheeks, give that natural matte flush, and then I go in with the Luminoso, and I just lightly go over it. It adds just a tiny bit of peachness to it too. I mean, this combination is just such a beautiful combination. And I feel like when you put the two together, they look so much like the NARS Orgasm blush that is like just a cult classic. You can't go wrong with it. For daytime, highlighting isn't really something that you really need. So I just take my highlighter and I do right under my brow bone just to give a little bit of shimmer. And then I do a little bit on the inside corners of my eyes. If I have time, I will do my Cupid's bow. This is totally optional because not everybody has the time to worry about highlighting. So if you have the time, I think that it makes a really huge difference in the way that your face picks up the light. And it's just a beautiful way to look like you're glowing from the inside out. For lips, I'm gonna go ahead and just overline a tiny bit. You guys know how much I love my go-to lipstick, and I'm gonna use that, but I want more of a precise overline, so I'm gonna do that. For the overline, I use the Charlotte Tilbury and Pillow Talk. I just love everything that she makes, honestly. And then I'm just filling in now with my go-to favorite lipstick ever. It is the Super Stay Ink Crayon from Maybelline, and trust your gut, I found it in stock. I linked it below. Grab it while you can because this stuff sells out so freaking fast, and I can never find it in store anywhere. It's just the best. I love it so much. It glides on, it lasts so long, and the color is just so perfectly nude pink. neutral. It's amazing. And then I top it with, again, Pillow Talk, Charlotte Tilbury. I just hopped off camera and straightened my hair really quickly. Just really the ends. I have the straightest hair known to mankind, but when I go to bed with my hair even the slightest bit damp, it picks up every single kink and curl and everything that you can possibly imagine. But yeah, this is my everyday easy mom makeup routine. And I just got there on a little bit of this lip combo, guys. It just does something for me. I can't even explain it to you. I'm also like totally jiving on the, jiving? Am I like in 1972 right now? On the nude sticks. Oh my gosh. I love nude sticks on my lips so much. Anyways, this is just my everyday makeup routine and it's so easy. And when I'm not filming it and I'm rushing to get out the door, honestly, I can do it in under 10 minutes because it's like, and I'm done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope maybe you picked up a tip or two and maybe you want to try out a couple of these products. The majority of them are, the majority of them are at drugstore. It's probably about 50-50. It's about 50-50. But I love all of them. They're in my everyday makeup bag. It's just what I reach for when I want an everyday look. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what video you want to see from me next on my channel. And don't forget to visit me on my blog, angelalanter.com. All right, guys, love you so much. Au revoir. Weeded this down a little bit, got rid of a few pieces, found an ankle bracelet I didn't know I had, so I put that on. And oh, this one's broken. Oh, look, this one needs to go in the trash. I have an idea who broke that. I think her name starts with a Kenny.